All right, we're going to make some Jell-O. Now, Jell-O, we're just going to let that boil. I'll stir every so often. You've got to watch this now. For Jell-O, we've got to put into a whatever things we need here for the gelatin. Let me find out where it is. We're going to heat up some water. Okay. I got some awesome Jell-O here. Wait till you see this Jell-O. I'm going to turn this on low.
Is this going to be red?
Yep. This is Jell-O. Open it up and put it in there for me. Open it up and put it in that pot. You do a nice job on that, by the way. Every time I do that, I usually have the Kool-Aid all over the floor and all over the, of course your fingers got a little color to them this morning. I think we better put a little bit more water in here. We're starting to lose some of our water because it's boiling off. You know how that is. When water steams, that's the water leaving. If you had to sit in this hot pot, you want to get out of here too. So the water steams and disappears. I had to put a little bit back in to hold it. So now we're putting this material in here, a gelatin. I got it on low heat. There's your spoon, Josh. If you'll stir that for me, mix it in. Let me get rid of all your trash here. Well, this is really bubbling over here, isn't it? What's inside? Are you looking through the bottom? You're not used to seeing pots with glass. By the way, kids, you got to remember that this is a Visionware. This is the only see-through glass pots you can put on stovetop. A lot of glass dishes, you may or may not know, you can put them in ovens. This one is designed for cooking on the top. And I've got these so you kids can see what's going on. Because look at this right here. See? This is really boiling nice. The Sure Gel is almost completely disappeared. So what we're working with here is parts of animal bone. We're taking the protein out of the animal bone, and that is what makes Jell-O work, and that is what makes jelly work.
Making jelly instead of...
We're making Jell-O and jelly, the two J's. Jell-O, jelly, and jelly, and what is it? Jell-O. Have you ever seen Jell-O before? It's all wiggly.
Yeah.
There's no color, is it? No, because see, you can buy Jell-O plain. You can get it. It's a brand that comes just a pure clear, and that way you can add any of thing you want to it. Josh, would you go to the refrigerator for me, and would you get him a jar of jelly? See if you can find a jar of jelly. It's up on top. You have to look kind of high. Oh, you did fine. Excellent. You know what's neat about stuff like this, Josh? They have on the back end what's in here. I know you're only in kindergarten, but do you know that word right there?
Jelly?
No, S. S-U? Sugar. Yeah. Sugar in here. And yet, look how pretty it looks. It don't look like this, does it? No, because you see, according to this, they put strawberries in there. See, they mushed up the strawberries, squished them up. We could do the same thing, but this is sugar. That's what makes it so thick. Because after this cools off, yeah, go ahead. After that cools off, both of these, this is going to be like a jelly, this one, and this one's going to be like a Jell-O. Do you see any more of those little worms in there?
Okay.
Do you see any? They're still not all melted up yet, are they? No, don't mix. Oh, I know what you want to do. Well, okay, we'll just leave it on there. Woo! Woo, this is really going good. Let me add some more water. Now, when you do this at home, by the way, Josh was telling me that his mom and dad don't let him in the kitchen. I wouldn't think so, not a 5-year-old. But there are things that the kid, he can do. Stir, maybe. That, of course, I'm not saying you can. Whatever your parents want.
They let me make a cake.
They let you make a cake.
No, me and my mom made a cake.
Excellent. How did it taste? Not too bad. Was all right? Okay. All right, we're going to turn these both off. So we'll turn this one off. Turn this one off. Put my spoons in the sink.
The way the hand is not the
All right. Now that's kind of hot because we've really been cooking, so I use a hot pad. I'll take this one too. I'll take it. I got to put it behind you. There we go. Okay. Good kid. Ducks. Now, when you do this on your own at home, you're actually going to be able to set it aside in the refrigerator. As soon as that cools off, the Jell-O or the Kool-Aid. Now, the jelly you put into a jar, you've got an old jelly jar or whatever, but you see, you can make your own jelly. If you've got like a sea grape plant, do you know sea grapes are edible? You ever eaten one? There's nothing but a big seed in it, so you take forever trying to get all the sea grape in there. And you can make your own sea grape jelly. Or you can go to the grocery store and buy some type of berries or grapes, and you can make your own. Now I'm going to let it sit over there. It'll cool, and it'll get jelly-like. So can't pour it in there now because the bottom of the jar will break. It's too hot, it'll crack. So you have to wait till it cools off. Then you put it in the refrigerator, and that is what makes it into the jelly. Yeah, I think you're right. Josh, go ahead. He's right. He knows his clock now. He's got it all figured out. He's gone over to see what's going on that. Bring it over here. Let's take a look.
nothing's coming out. I went like that. Nothing's coming out.
Okay, he said he tipped it over and nothing was coming out.
Let's see.
Now, we will know when these are really ready is when you pull this up, everything comes out. Whoop, still the stick. See, it's not ready yet. Try this one. Try the cheapy one with nothing in it. Just pure water. No, how's it getting in there, though? Getting cold, isn't it? So, it'll get to a time, Josh. He's got to check them all. Try that one. When this gets cold enough, you'll be able to pull this up, and a whole thing of ice will come up, and you can lick on it. Great summer idea. I got this at the grocery store. I've seen different types. Okay, back in the freezer. Not you, the molds there. Yeah, back in the freezer. He laughed. He thought I was talking about him again. Okay, we need to find the word microbes. As Josh is doing that, let's find the word microbes. Oh, that'll be in the next unit. Microbes. It's next to the last word. All right, what we're going to do, where are you going? All right, my pots are dirty, so I got this one. It's not important for us to see inside this pot. Come back up here again. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at something that we're getting close to the time to make our pretzel. We need 3 of these. 1, put it down on the table. 2, and 3. This is the yeast. Remember we did that to make your pretzels with? Okay, I need to cut this package open. And we need to get some yeast out of it. Josh's fingers are covered with sugar, Kool-Aid, Sure Joe would be nice. Make your fingernails nice and strong.
I don't want to open it.
Now, by the way, did you ever learn this? Go like that and shake it. That way you can open it and nothing falls out. Okay, yes, you go ahead and open that up.
I do.
Okay, the water, yes, you may. Don't do it, just open it. The water has to be 110 degrees. Oh, that sounds familiar. By the way, the reason the water has to be 110, yeast is a microbe. It's a living thing, and way too hot. And since it is a living thing, you could kill it with too much heat. So therefore, 110 is the recommended temperature for working with yeast. And what you have to do is you've got to get your water ready first at 110, then add your yeast. And we, way back on the first program, we then mixed it with our flour. No, not yet. Okay, let me give you another dish. Let's just use this. Dump all that into here. Dump it all in there. Oh, I like that, tapping it. Okay, you remember how you did the Kool-Aid? You put a pinch? Would you put a little bit in each one? Can you reach all that far? Let's do this kind of thing. Does that help you? Okay, put a little bit in each. I'm watching our water temperature here.
Is that it?
Keep going. Each one. Keep going. You're doing great. Just keep putting it in, keep putting it in until you run out of yeast. We're going to do a little science experiment with the yeast. We'll finish it on the next segment, of course, but this gets it ready. Take 3 dishes. We're going to sprinkle yeast in all 3 of them, and then we're going to add 3 different things to these dishes, and we're going to see which one the yeast enjoys or likes to eat. Let's be better to say it that way. Okay. I'm working on this one dish over here. I'm checking my temperature. Not my temperature, the temperature of the thing here. What's in the water. Okay. Oh, you're getting pretty clever. And what we're going to do is put some in here too. I changed my mind. Put a 4th one. Hey, Josh is really clever. Ketchup, this one's has not enough in it. Okay, go all the way around. Share. Okay, the water is at 110. What we're going to do, we're going to end this set, and when you come back, we're going to have these dishes already with their thing in it, and I'll tell you what it is. The reason, because I want it to react and have time to react. So while we break away here, we'll...
All gone.
All gone? Okay, then we'll come back for that. Okay, Josh, we have yeast. It comes in these packages. You've seen it like that. Leave it there. Don't do anything with it. And we're going to add some different things to it and see what happens. So with that, we'll come back as soon as we get, and then we got our pretzel to do. The next thing, we're going to do this and then our pretzel. All right?